What's going on, people? Welcome to 137 Works, and today we're having a look at this, the Jordan Honda EJ11, which is Jordan F1 team's kind of entry into the 2001 Formula 1 season. I believe it was driven by John Lacey and Jarno Trulli, as well as obviously some test drivers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a fairly new mod. It's only showed up fairly recently on Race Department. Link will be in the description below, of course. And yeah, just Eddie Jordan, an Irishman, obviously the green Jordan with Ireland on it, the 1991 I think it was, the Jordan 191. Classic cars, always been like famous cars that stuck out in my head. And then of course you had the yellow Jordan, who used Jordan, the glamour model at the time, to promote it, who as a young child at the time learned some things. But yeah, so basically, yeah, the mod seems to be pretty highly reviewed. Everybody seems to have good things about it, and it's been updated quickly enough. It's already had an update to kind of improve it again. So I just thought, yeah, I'd do the usual. We're going to take it into VR after some beauty shots and stuff, and have a look at the VR test to see if it passes the VR test. We're going to listen to the audio. Obviously, we're hoping for that incredible early 2000s, I think it was a V8 or V2. V10 it is. I wasn't sure. That was about the point where kind of things were crossing over, and I can never remember exactly when V8s came into operation. So yeah, basically we're going to listen to that glorious V10 sound, and then lastly we're going to take it for a lap of not the Nürburgring, because yes, that would be funny, and for like a meme video, like I might take kind of open wheelers and F1 cars onto Nürburgring at some point. But I think for Formula 1 cars and for drift cars, which I also do plan on doing a video on, one of the new drift car basically that I won't give away just yet, that I'm also going to record today, they will be on Silverstone. So this I'm going to take for about 5 to 10 laps, depending on how long it takes. I'm going to aim for roughly about 5 to 10 minutes of race time to match up with the Nürburgring lap, which is obviously about anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes, depending on the car. And then, yeah, basically the drift cars, we're going to do it on the Silverstone National. So F1 cars and kind of open wheelers and stuff like that wouldn't really fit on the Nürburgring, we're going to check them out on Silverstone GP circuit. And the F1 drift cars, we're going to do the Silverstone National, kind of like if you're an old Forza head, you know, the drift, the kind of the Forza competition layout on Silverstone National, basically. So yeah, that's about it. Meet you on the track. Okay, so first impressions, it looks pretty good. We're in the shadow now in Silverstone, obviously, so it's not ideal in the shade of the building. Yeah, the wheel looks pretty good. You've got all the bits on the steering wheel, lighting up the timer there, the track timer, the gears, obviously the speed that we're going to be doing. Yeah, the mirrors look good, mirrors all work. Got the F1 wheels there in front of you. Oh, it doesn't have a lot of lock at all. That's basically what, 180? Yeah, you've got lots of details, the buttons down there, obviously the paddles, which means that I'm sitting a little bit forward, so let me fix that, so that's a thing. Okay, so the initial seating isn't amazing. I had to manually push myself forward a little bit, so that's not great. I don't know why that doesn't get fixed before mods are released, but yeah, having a look around, I have to say, that was one of the things that first blew my mind, even back in an Oculus DK2, being able to look behind you in a Formula 1 car and see the actual F1, like an F1 car's body stretch back behind you and look at the rear wing and the big rear tires and stuff. It never gets old. It's so immersive, like it's not even funny. But yeah, so let's go for the sound test now and see how she sounds. I can hear the kind of engine plucking along as I've been talking, but we'll see how it goes. It's a V10. Sounds good. It does, and honestly, it sounds very good. Yeah, so not the best sounding F1 like engine sound that I've ever heard, but pretty solid, absolutely fine. It sounds like V10. But yeah, let's get this thing out on the track. I'm just going to give one last defog because the steam in this headset, as ever, is a pain. So let's take her off. Very slippery right off the bat. So as ever, no what you call them, no assists, no traction control, as you can see there, no ABS. So it's about taking it off for like a nice, easy, gentle first lap, where we kind of figure out what's going on. Oh my god, that's interesting. It's very sensitive. Brakes very good, obviously braking a lot earlier there than I need to. Put the inside quite a bit, but as I said, this is just like the opening lap, just to see what we're working with here. Warm up the tires a little bit. Oof, oof, gone wide. Gears are very short. That's interesting. Ooh, that feels weird. You can feel how much the tires break loose. And I cannot see a thing because of the steam. Oh, the tires I want to break loose very quickly. As ever, we use the stock setup. So I'm not sure. I'm presuming these are probably going to be medium tires as opposed to softs. But 7 gears though. Wouldn't have thought that. I anticipate spins. I absolutely anticipate spins. Brakes very quick to lock up. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've seen it coming. I've seen it coming a mile away. This car is outrageously sensitive, and I don't know why it would be so. Like, what is going on? No, I can't do it. I have to just like go all over the place on the accelerator. Oh, did I save it? I thought I'd saved it for a split second there. Right, so I'm going to try this again. I was on mediums and the car was just undrivable, basically. Like, when you're trying to drive for flat out, like, kind of to see how it handles on the edge and on the limit. Being on the mediums, it was basically just not good enough. Every time, like, the last corner, like, as you've seen in the clips, the way that I chopped them together there, every time I tried to put on the power outside, like, if any kind of reasonable speed of a corner, it was spinning out. So I'm going to hope that that was down to the medium tires. And we're going to go again on the softs. And from now on, that's the rule. Open wheel cars that have, like, soft, medium tires, or to have soft tires as an option, I think we'll use the soft tires. Street cars and Ferraris and Porsches and Lamborghinis and stuff like that on the road, I'll just go with the stock setups for those. But for the sake of these cars, to actually be able to drive them somewhat reasonably, we will, oh, that's weird. We will go with the mediums, I think. Or with the softs, rather. So, let's see how much better softs do. It's just a more representative test of how the car actually drives, like, than using the mediums, I think. Put on through here. Yeah, so I can probably, that was a kind of a nervous first try there. I can probably make that flat out. Oh, very scary. You can see the nerves and the steering there when I'm going through that section. To me, the big test now, approaching the last corner. Oh, before even, Jesus Christ. I didn't even spin there, I didn't even get loose there on the medium, so I don't know, maybe I'm just bad. I'll try it in third gear, maybe? No, I couldn't, I was just afraid to go flat out. Like, now again, it could be the car, it could be a feature of these year's cars that you're not supposed to take that flat out. I just need to learn how to drive it, but a lot better through the first couple of corners anyway. Yeah, it could just be a case that I need to learn how to drive the thing. I'm expecting too much of it maybe out of that corner, and maybe it shouldn't be able to take it flat out, but I just feel like it should. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Well, as far as the quality though, the quality of the mod, like, this isn't talking about the quality of the mod, this is just about the actual handling characteristics of the car itself. Like, the mod quality is fantastic. Like, all the feedback's there. Like, you can feel when you are cutting through like a high speed section of corners, you can feel the downforce pushing the car down. The steering becomes really stiff. Like, it's lovely. There, Ryan, somewhere. So yeah, all the nice curb effects and curbs and stuff like that, you can feel perfectly. I tried to take a flat there, didn't work. Oh mercy. All right. Yeah. So just, ooh, okay. Yep, just something to be aware of. Why is the softs giving me such a hard time on that corner? That's weird. No. Ah. I was convinced. I was like, okay, I think I've gathered enough speed now where the aerodynamics, the downforce could be coming into play, and it'll actually grip up. So I went in with full confidence there. I kept the foot down, and no, not happening. But then again, through that section area, it's absolutely lovely. The car's nailed. Now they're not as sharp, obviously, as the last corner. It is basically like 290 degrees, or I don't know, roughly like a 70 degree or something like that. Like it's pretty sharp. But what the hell is going on with the downforce? Again, nothing to speak of the mod quality or anything like that. I don't think it's the mod. I think it's just the settings for the car. Like the default tune, whatever way it's set, like it's just obviously not got a whole lot of downforce for these kind of corners or something. Or maybe, like again, as ever, maybe my line is wrong. Maybe I'm not driving it correctly. Maybe I'm accelerating too much when I shouldn't be. Or not carrying enough speed where I should be. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain, but that's what the series is about. It's not about my driving skills. It's about how I find the cars to be. Slight lift, and I thought we could save it. No. Shame. Right, so flat out around that right-hander is not possible. Good to know. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's bad. Right. Not my finest hour. Not gonna lie. It really doesn't like that corner. Well, it really doesn't like any of the corners at the moment. With me at the wheel, at least. See, like that was literally about 70% throttle. Like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand how you drive this car. It's too. I don't know. My monkey brain is not big enough. It's too smooth. Okay, and there we go. I guess the tires are probably a bit cooked. Like, I genuinely don't understand how you're supposed to drive the car with like any kind of pace. With this setup, at least, I don't know. Maybe increase the downforce, increase the wings, or whatever. Jesus. Like, these are the kind of videos that always make me wonder, like, is it worth making a video where I just moan and spin and crash the whole time? Or is it a fair representation of how the car drives, and should I post it because it's not only about showing the good cars, you know, kind of way? Like, there's just nothing there. Like, if I kept the foot down, I would have just span around. And I took my foot off the accelerator, and it was lift off, there was lift off oversteer. It's a pig. Like, the car is actually super difficult to drive. Like, it must require just the most finesse and smoothest, gentlest driving style of all time. Which isn't really me. As I said, with smooth monkey brain here. Oh my god, I made it around the corner. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, okay, that was no good. Turned in too early. That was entirely my fault. I can put the blame squarely on myself for that one, which is nice. Like, there are moments when you can link it up a little bit, and it all goes, and it all works, and it all makes sense, and it's nice. Oh, that was a scary moment there. That shook the room a little bit. Yeah, when you get those moments, like this lap hasn't been the worst of all, he says right before he inevitably makes a bollocks of it. just being very smooth and kind of gentle with the car. And when you can pull it together like that and it clicks, it's very nice. Yeah, so that was terrible through there. Completely missed the apex and didn't drift out wide far enough. But again, oh, ooh, gentle. Kind of just wanting to get around this lap in one complete lap without spinning at this point. I'm not sure if I'm just slowly getting it, or if like finally the tires are working, or what. Like, a complete lap. It has taken maybe 6 to 8 and a tire change, a tire swap. But we finally completed the lap without spinning, so that's a good positive start. It wasn't the fastest lap. I guarantee that it wasn't the fastest lap. Oh god, that was terrible. Because I basically got it just by being a chicken. Just being overly cautious, gentle and soft with the accelerator. Trying to be not as, like, I'm trying to not be as kind of jerky with the steering wheel, because I know that's going to be a gif. Because I know that, like, I'm trying to remind myself that the thing only has 180 degrees of steering lock, so it is fairly sensitive to inputs, like. So I'm trying to drive it now according to that and let the tilt fade away. Like, that was like, for a couple of laps there, I was a little bit on the edge of like just stopping the recording video. See, my problem is that I feel I can go so much faster now. I feel like if the car was going to let me, I could get through that section, that corner, that right-hander, I can't remember what it's called, a lot better than I am. Ooh, little slip and slide there, but honestly, I have to say the car feels pretty good. Like, the car as a mod and as a thing somebody's made is brilliant. I really like it. It's a nice place to be. It's a nice... Oh, the sound sounds good and stuff like that. And when you can get it right, it is an enjoyable experience. It's just... Good lord, for a while it takes it takes some getting used to, apparently. Right, this is going to be an interesting one. And no, see, we're through again there now. So how come it's all of a sudden just like putting it together? Weird. Like, there, flat. I probably could have taken that one flat out. Odd. Nice little redemption arc for the video, though. Like, to the point where there was a section here somewhere where I basically stopped talking for a couple of corners, and in my head I'm just like, this is it. I need to cancel this video. Like, it's done. Stick a fork in it. Yeah, my only real gripe now that it's starting to come together is that it's coming together because I'm having to drive a lot more gingerly and kind of not in my style as I would like to. I just don't feel like I'm going as fast as I could potentially. That was nice through there. Cut a decent amount of time off. Half a second up, dropping time on the straight now because I messed up that section coming onto the straight, but picking up some time. And then just all of a sudden it has no problem. Like, that was the 7/10 up on that lap. Flat out through the first corner. Like, that's how this car should be handling. That is absolutely perfection. Lock up the front wheels a little bit because obviously I wasn't used to carrying that much speed into the corner previously. I'm a half a second up already. Because the car's just actually, the car's playing ball a bit now. Super interesting. Like, I've got tire blankets on. I don't have any, like, the car should basically be good to go first lap right out of the box. Like, it shouldn't need any warming up right like that. Ah, I messed up there, god damn it. It shouldn't need any warming up or warm up lap or a braking period or like that to get the tires up to temp. Oh, this was such a good lap until there. Time wise, for myself, comparing against myself. Yeah, in theory, according to the settings that I have for AC, it shouldn't require any... Oh, doesn't like flat out. Okay. Never mind, it's lapped in. Yeah, just, as I said, it keeps trying to say, the settings that I use in Content Manager means that I shouldn't have any warm-up time. Car should just be 100% out of the box. There's no, like, track grip in time or anything like that, like rubber in time or anything. Should just be good to go. So I don't know why for them first couple of laps it was just stinking up the place. Like, it's really weird. But I might just go for one more lap now. Let's see what we can do. I'll call it quits there because I think I've given my overall impression clearly enough of the thing. It's really good, looks really good. Let's go. Let's see if we can improve the lap. Flat out. Yep. Flat out. Yep. Oh no. Okay, we saved it though. We're good. Tires are going to be in bits, but we're good. Or again, they shouldn't technically, but I think the temperature is still on. Tire temp might still be on, so that could be a thing. Oh, get off the curb. No, we're gone. No, we're gone. Okay, never mind. Okay, there was a period in there for a couple of laps, a lap or two, maybe three, and a lap or 2.5, where the car was working brilliantly, and I got to see what it's capable of with a bit more. Oh, Jesus. Okay, with a bit more practice and a bigger, no, less smooth brain behind the wheel. It can definitely be special, I would say, in my personal opinion. But yeah, let's just basically bring it home at this point. But yeah, EJ11, if it actually drove like this in real life and it actually got any kind of decent results, which I don't think that it did, if I'm not mistaken. Oof, again, didn't like that. Yeah, fair play to John Lacey and Jarno Trulli, because this thing is tricky. It's, let's just be nice about it. It's tricky, we'll say. Okay. What? Okay. I don't know what happened there. That's right. Like, I mean, I did step on the accelerator a little bit, but I shouldn't have done that. Really interesting, unusual drive. But as we bring it into the pit lane, we will begin to wrap it up. I can never remember where the line is. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'll wrap it up there. Sweaty VR face as usual. Jesus whipped. Super weird car. Super good. Like, in general, the mod, they did a great job with the mod. But the actual physics of how it drives, again, you have to presume based on its actual counterpart, close as possible. Weird, bizarre, strange, good but bad, terrible but really good when you linked it up. Like, very rewarding when you put a good couple of corners together, but infuriating because the majority of the time you can't unless you're, again, an actually good driver. Good lord, the VR face is real. Yeah, it's definitely worth a try. As I said, if you're a better driver than me, which is a very good chance you are, you might have a much better time with it. If not, please don't tell me this has been recording audio the whole time. Okay, slight panic there. I thought I'd not been recording audio that whole time. Did a half an hour worth of recording between the intro and the laps, and I thought I'd done the whole thing with no sound, no voice record. I didn't. Panic avoid. Yeah, as I was saying, finish off. The link is in the description. Definitely recommend trying it out. If you're a very good driver, you'll probably have a much easier time than I would. If you're a very bad driver and worse driver than even I am, you will learn some things. Like, I imagine the car will teach you some things about yourself that you didn't necessarily know. It was definitely humbling for me. You could probably tell my confusion and my just like, why isn't it doing the thing that it should be doing, sort of thing. Yeah, definitely kind of a learning experience of a car. So 100% recommend trying it out. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.